This is a video series on using Google Earth Pro. This video covers part 2 of the default table of contents. These videos were made possible by AmericaView, VirginiaView, the Virginia Cooperative Extension, Colorado Mesa University, and Virginia Tech's College of Natural Resources and Environment. Funding for this project was provided by the United States Geological Survey under grant number G14AP00002. The contents of this video and the related tutorial are solely the responsibility of the authors and do not represent the official views of the United States Geological Survey. Mention of trade names or commercial products does not constitute their endorsement by the United States government. This video accompanies Section 8 in Chapter 3 of a written tutorial titled Exploring Our Planet with Open Source Software. You can find the written tutorial at virginiaview.cnre.vt.edu/education or at americaview.org/exploringourplanet. In Part 1 of the default table of contents, we discussed the first section of the bottom table of contents. In this video, we will be discussing the items under More. Go ahead and check the box in front of More, and as you can see, the map document window gets quite busy. So what exactly is More? Remember, More had one of those carets in front of it, just like those others, borders and labels. So expand the caret. Here you have additional layers found under More. We're not going to explore each one of these. Many instances, these are self-explanatory, and whether or not something is displayed is going to depend on the location or the region in which you have in your map document window. But again, like I said, a lot of this is self-explanatory. But we do want to examine a couple of specifics. We want to look at the spot image, spot one world, 1 year. So what I've done, even though More is checked, I've only checked the spot image, spot one world, 1 year. And if you notice in the map document window, all of those boxes kind of cleared up and we just have boxes in an orangish border. But also inside those red circles that I have, and no, you won't see those red circles on your computer screen. I put those on there so you can see there's little worlds that correspond to the spot one world, 1 year in your table of contents. So what are these? Spot is actually satellite imagery. You can see I clicked on one of those little worlds and it provides you with additional metadata with regards to the spot imagery that is available at that location. Now look down in the middle of your screen. It says spot image. Okay, that's telling us that the image you're seeing on your screen is satellite image, date 18 of May 2011, taken at 7:02 Universal Time, that's Greenwich Mean Time. It tells you the satellite that took that image, spot, the latitude, longitude, and the scale. Now, what is spot and what kind of details? Well, that's kind of beyond the scope of this video tutorial, but here's the information if you want to go to the specific website to get more information with regards to spot. Now let's move on to digital globe coverage. I've unchecked the spot image and this time checked just digital globe coverage. Now there's also a caret in front of digital globe coverage, and if I expanded the caret, so you can see we've got digital globe coverage going back from 2004 to 2010, so our map document window looks quite busy. Each one of those years also has a caret, and if you expand that caret, you can see that it is subdivided each year by percent of cloud cover. So let's uncheck all of the boxes except for 2010. Well, it has cleared up your map document window quite a bit. There's not a lot of little boxes. But if you look closely, there is some little boxes in the water covering one of the islands. Well, that's not very much information, so let's check another one. So in this case, I unchecked 2010 and checked 2009. Now, I didn't expand the caret under 2009 for this screenshot, but you can see we have a lot more coverage. Each one of those little boxes, the different color corresponds with the different level of cloud cover, and each one of those little boxes pertains to one scene collected by Digital Globe in 2009 over that particular area. Let's examine the Digital Globe coverage just a little bit more. In this screenshot, I zoomed in off the coast of Dubai on one of the Palm Islands. I also expanded in the table of contents under 2009 so I can see the different images and the percent of cloud cover. But what happened when you zoomed in, you got more information. You now have some red dates and some little blue boxes that say DG. The red dates are the date of acquisition for that particular Digital Globe scene. Now, you may say, well, I want to see this scene closer. You're actually looking at the scene in the map document window, and the boundary shows you what the coverage for that scene is. But if you want some additional information, you can click on the little blue box, and you get some additional information, most specifically the catalog ID number for this particular Digital Globe scene if you wanted to order this individual scene from Digital Globe. You want more information? You can click on the word preview, and what happens is it attempts to take you to the Digital Globe site. If you look in the lower left part, there's a status bar where it's attempting to load you into Digital Globe site. If you don't want to wait, you can click on Open in Firefox, which is in the upper right hand corner, or if you decided, I don't want to wait anymore, you can click on Back to Google Earth, and it will take you back to that exact Google Earth region. In many cases, however, I will get this when I'm trying to access to Digital Globe, and that's because I have a rather slow internet speed and it doesn't connect very well. But if you do want additional information with regards to Digital Globe, you can go to the digitalglobe.com website. It's a commercial company, and it will provide you with additional information. Now, this concludes part 2 of the default table of contents. As a refresher, in this particular video, we only discuss the satellite imagery that you're seeing in a particular region of the world. If you have any questions with regards to this video or the accompanying written tutorial, please contact Dr. Tammy Parise at Colorado Mesa University or Dr. James Campbell at Virginia Tech. The email addresses are shown on the screen.